So Ben, normally this time of year would be off testing mobile phones, but with the 3G shutdown, we thought we'd do things a little bit differently this year.
Yeah, look, there's a fair state of flux, so there's no point in heading off to the middle of the desert to test phones this year. We thought it might be better to spend our time and effort on, I guess, compiling what's available at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, this is the situation we've got. 3G is shut down. Majority of us will be looking to the 4G network to replace it. Telstra had said, the coverage maps of 4G now match 3G, so all's good. Problem with farmers and those who live in regional areas, of course, is that we're on the fringes of that coverage in some areas that Telstra refers to as fortuitous coverage. So we are the people who are sort of being affected if the signals are not exactly the same.
That's a good point, Josh. I mean, just because we may not be in the coverage area on the maps that are provided, that the reality is that in a lot of cases that's the signal that we're using and that's the way we're connecting. So I suppose what we wanted to do with this report is really look at what options we've got, how we can make the most of what's there with 4G and make sure that we're doing everything we possibly can to improve the signal where we do have it. But Josh, some interesting developments, I suppose, also from up above.
Yeah. So Ben, it all might be a moot point because at some stage we could be texting and using the internet and talking straight to satellite from our home phone or our mobile phone without even needing a sat phone.
Yeah, that's right. So direct to handset or direct to cell is something that's coming. We'll see it in 2025. We'll see basically messaging first. It'll be messaging via the satellite, two-way. We can do it with emergency sort of situations at the moment, but being able to text to the satellite, followed by data, then followed by voice is certainly an exciting development.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even just the ability to send a text message when you've got no signal is the difference, between, I suppose, life and death on the farm, because it's your safety net is having some kind of communications.
I think that's a really important point, particularly with staff on farm. We need to make sure that they're equipped. Direct to satellite, direct to cell is going to be something that's probably going to change the landscape for us a fair bit. And obviously, Josh, too, from a home perspective, where we normally would get a lot of data, some options there as well. Starlink's come out. We've got some, a user satisfaction survey in this latest report. Those are using Sky Master and those using Starlink, obviously very different experiences and certainly different ratings from those users.
Absolutely. I mean, people using some form of satellite for their internet communications makes up pretty much half of what our members use. And it does mean that you can use your phone in the home because you can use Wi-Fi calling over the internet. So that's something that we go into. But this is also now something that you can use away from home around a vehicle if you've got a satellite connection using something like Starlink Roam or something like that.
Yeah, a little Starlink Mini mounted in your vehicle is certainly something that's an option. So look, plenty of information coming up in the February research report. Get your hands on it, have a read, make sure that you've got the best possible opportunity to get connectivity. We know it's the lifeblood of what we do on the farm. It's very important to our farm businesses. February edition, Farming Ahead.
And stay tuned because we will head out and do a phone test later on in the year.
Cheers.